Good morning, YouTubers. Today, let's see, how can we be productive today? Well, the first thing we have to do is get some food, and our wheat farm is growing painfully slow. I want to add a torch over here to give it some light, and add another piece of wheat down there. We also have to build ourselves a shelter since we are exposed out in the open. So we have our nice little spot. Let's kind of clear some area here. We'll save some flowers to kind of decorate the place. Out in the dry, hot Texas outback, you know, it's the little things that count. So we'll kind of spruce this place up a little bit with some flowers. Anyway, I'm going to start building a foundation. We're going to make just a shack, because that's the way we start out here, is just with a small bit of shack. Oh, that reminds me, I do have one sapling here I'm going to need to throw up and get these rubber trees growing. So I'm just going to stick this out here, and I like to be pretty anal with this, and as I plant them, I'll plant them the exact minimum width apart that they can grow together. That way we can maximize the space. So let's make it looks like we need a brand new shovel here. So let's make ourselves a stone shovel. I'm not going to jump into the iron. These shovels are cheap right now, so we'll just stick with that and save that iron for later. But let's make ourselves something relatively small. I like to put myself a nice foundation of stone, though. Give ourselves a little bit of room, but not too much. Just enough space to be comfy at night. Stretch ourselves out a little bit, and we'll end up making a bed. Do we see sheep around here? I think I mentioned I hadn't seen any animals around here. The reason I like to put down a foundation, or at least a footprint, is so that if creepers go blowing this thing up, I can figure out where we laid this down. Also, this has a good blast protection, and I'll probably go up one level here and leave space for a door. And I like to put in multiple doors. So we'll come off to this side here and then just run the back. The one thing about having, and I'll probably move this, the one thing about having this waypoint here is it kind of gets in the way when you're trying to build. And boy, we are low on. All right, let's use some of the wood we have. Then we're going to have to go back and get some more wood. I didn't grab any saplings last time. I was too busy trying to. And we're going to save by not putting the corners in here. And we'll probably come back and, you know, well, let's see. I want some windows in this place, so we got to figure out. Oh, we need to make an axe as well. Boy, there's a lot of things to make today. All right, busy, busy, busy. Let's throw this in and make ourselves an axe. Come down here and get rid of that corner piece. Now, if we want to put in the corner pieces, then we can. That'll leave us room for windows. But again, we're a tiny little shack right now, so it's not that important. Plenty of room back here for a big wide window. So we'll leave that up here. Leave some space for a window. We're not making this too tall, and we are officially out of wood. So let's run ourselves over. Where were the trees at? Let's see. Go back up here. Trees. That's right. All right, we'll bring some saplings back this time. And let's eat some zombie meat while we're on our way. Unfortunately, I think we're gonna have to kill some pigs today. We're just we're getting pretty hungry here. Did we have some pork? Did we? I think we ate it already. Come here, porker. Damn. You start running like, there we go. You start running like spazzes and you can't keep up with them. Okay. Time to chop some tree. No more punchwood. We are actually, and this is one of those trees that has grown taller than most. So we might not be able to bring the whole thing down. And if side note, if you ever play Tekkit, which is the single player, there's a mod in there that allows you to fell a tree with one swoop. So you just hit one block and the entire tree comes down, which is really nice. But this is kind of the old-fashioned way, so we'll just keep on with this. And we'll keep chopping down trees until we get, there's plenty of wood up here. A lot of times I just trim these ones because it's going to take forever to get up there and get all the wood to bring the whole tree down. So it's not a big concern. What I'm looking for is mainly to get some saplings so we can grow them back in our wide open prairie out there. But I think we're going to have plenty of wood right now to do what we need to do. There's a sapling. And I know there's some debate about if it's quicker to, you know, take down these leaves and they'll drop compared to just letting it fall naturally. So one thing I'm going to do is, I'm a big fan of replanting, just so I have plenty when I come back. So I'm going to take the rest of these. I think we have what we need. Let's head on back to home sweet home. Alright, I say today we grab some copper and we really push our rubber collecting. It's nice to have water here. Ah, some more apatite at the bottom. Excellent. Apatite's probably not something we're going to use in the foreseeable future, but I have a feeling that just collecting a nice set of apatite will help us when we do need it, when we get the fertilizer going. Yeah, I should have thought about not putting these down. I just like to kind of save at the start, right? Even though it does help, the more layers of cobblestone you have, the more protected you are. And it's already getting night. Wow, I'm amazed at how quick the day goes. So I will not touch this until we make an extractor. The extractor will be able to pull that resin right out of that wood for us. So, and I want to make sure that this time I light up our area so that there's no dark parts of the video. And let's throw that coal on the ground first, and then pop that up there. And you know what we need to do is we need to... Yummy. All right. How about we eat? Let's eat this, and we'll put that in to cook only when we have other things that we need to cook. Delicious. Nice and full now. We're going to put a couple more of these around, I think, just to kind of protect ourselves so the creatures don't spawn in the night. We're doing pretty good over here. We don't need to be too repetitive with the light. How is our wheat growing? That one is almost done. You see it's kind of a pale. When it becomes golden, that's when we know. And this stuff over here is nothing's happening. So let's put up some torches there and collect some more flowers. Hey, you know, it's always nice to think in the back of your head you want to make your home welcoming. So we're going to keep these flowers here and do some landscaping at some point. Alright, so let's do some more stacking. And then make ourselves some doors so we feel a little bit more secure. I see we have a creeper friend out there in the water. And again, I don't necessarily have to put a roof on there yet, but we are going to. Okay, we need 3 doors. Jeez. Okay, that's pricey in the wood area, but okay. Doors galore. Too bad doors don't stack, but I guess you don't use them that often that it's a big deal. And I always place them from the outside. You know, I think we've been pretty lucky as far as Mr. Enderman. We just can't get away from the Enderman, can we? We've been pretty lucky as far as enemies go, I think. We haven't run into too many, and we haven't blown up too many spots with creepers. So, anyway, let's see how much wood do we have. We have a pretty decent amount of wood. Let's go ahead and replace the floor. I like to feel good about where I'm living. I don't want to live in a shithole. I'd like to live someplace that's halfway decent. So, might as well create a wood floor for now. We'll replace it. And again, this is the bare beginnings, and I will continue to reference There Will Be Blood if you haven't seen that movie. That's another part of this nice mod, is that if you run out of whatever material you're using and you have another stack in your inventory, it will automatically replace what was ever in your hand, which is really nice. We only have to worry about, well, creepers can see us, but so we may want to plug this up until we create some glass. We'll get some sand in the morning. Right now, what do we want to do? Are we being brave? I think we can go out and venture into the night. Wouldn't mind killing some things. Like I said, I haven't used the experience points too much, Mr. Creeper. Hello. Until now, I'm thinking that double skeletons. Did we get bone? I thought we had some bone last time. Let's get some bone. Then we can make our bone meal. And we're gonna take some damage here, I can tell. Yes, it's always great to get them to fight amongst themselves. So, what did we get? 4 bones. Wow, okay. That's going to be perfect for the wheat farm. We might as well go ahead and collect some sand so we can get some glass going. We can make our windows. And if we get 6 pieces, we can make panes. How many pieces? We have 8. Perfect. Where do we need? There we are. Okay. And I love how, again, you know, I'm just going to kill this creeper. And I'll show you how I do it. First thing I do is I run at him, so I knock him back. This sword's going to take 4 hits, so I'll run at him again. Then I'll just walk up to him and then make sure I hit him again without knocking him back. That's the way I usually try to attack creepers. Usually works. So I'm going to drop in. I'm going to drop in 6 pieces with 1 piece of coal, and then see if I can do the old switcheroo again, the old Indiana Jones, by grabbing the glass out really quick and then dropping this raw pork chop in. If I can do that, we'll save on that piece of coal. I know that's a bit anal, and I'll get over it after a while, but right now we're pinching pennies and making sure we have enough to cover everything. So where else can we put? There's not. We could put glass blocks here and here. That looks kind of funny in the corner. This might be a good spot to put up a glass block. We're gonna have to cook some more sand after that if we do. So let's see. What do we want to do? Oh yes, collecting of copper and growing more rubber trees. We really need to get that farm going. Let's see. We need to go grab tin and copper. We're going to use tin to make batteries, and then we're going to have to go deep to get the redstone. So that's redstone's really the only tricky thing. The tin, the copper, the iron. Those are all things that are up high. So no biggie. But going down deep, we got to get that redstone. So we're going to have to. We might want to try and let's see. What can we make? If we find some cows, we can make some leather armor. That's a lot of cows though, and I haven't seen that many cows in a long time. Okay, so let's make ourselves some glass here. We have 6 pieces of glass block, but we can make 16 glass panes by doing that, so we get a better value out of that. I'm always looking for the value. Remember, I'm a cheap industrialist, and I'll probably be cheap even as the industry grows. That's the kind of everyone probably knows a guy like that. So I'm gonna be pinching pennies until I'm old and cranky in my mansion. So what we don't want to do is we don't want to put these glass panes next to the door. Just won't look right. So we'll work on glass block. But let's go out into the night and see if we can find some more trouble, which is the way we usually do it. Okay, I'm gonna, you know, since we have some bone, create some bone meal, and I'm gonna kind of work around this tree here. I like to give it a little space because there might be resin at the base of the tree. Let's turn all 4 of those bones into just a ton of bone meal, and we're just going to grow this thing up. And it's always nice to see. You got to keep an eye on that guy. We don't see any resin right up front, so we're just going to do what we did and kill most of the leaves right up top. This is a short tree. Whoa. What was that? Did I get hit? Oh, you son of a... Sneaky, sneaky. Alright, well, more bone. That's great. And again, I wish I could grab that arrow, but it's not going to give it to us. Oh! What was that? Good thing we're not far from base. And I have death points on. I should have mentioned that. That's nice we have a lava there. So, I don't know if we did that in the last episode. I'm going to have to double check, but zombies! You know what? I must have been really hurt from that. Oh, it was a creeper! Oh, man! Oh, I'm getting smacked around big time. I gotta grab my stuff and go. Wow. That, he will... Once we're inside, we're good. I don't remember looking at him. And that creeper, you know, that's why they call them creepers, is they just snuck up on us. It's very possible I could hit him through the door. This may kill us. Or we might get an ender pearl out of it. I can't believe he's not, yes! We're going to save that ender pearl. Not that we're going to use it. Wow. We are not healing fast enough. Boy, that creeper just made a mess of things, didn't he? Okay. Wow. Look at all of my junk. And another zombie. The good thing is morning is on its way because we see the sun heading down. And we're going to fix this whole bit up here. Hopefully we're not... How we run out of room yet? Nope, not yet. We're good. Okay. It's one thing I hate, and damn it if he didn't destroy our one tree. Oh, the good thing is we have another sapling. If there's one thing I hate, is giant creeper holes. They just ruin everything. And okay, what we talked about last time was we want to be down on this level, which is level 67. We can see it on a map. So I'm not going to fill this hole all the way back up. This is a good way to get rid of some of our dirt too. So I'm just going to fill this up to this point, and then we'll use our shovel to kind of dig this out. Good spot to put in our sapling, undisturbed hopefully by no more creepers. Let's take a look around and make sure there are none in the area. I think we are good. See some zombies burning off in the distance. Okay, so back to what we were doing. We're using our bone meal. Where's our bone meal? There's our bone meal. Up, up. I hear a skeleton dying. So there he is. Oh, okay. At least we got the drop. We didn't get the experience, but at least we got arrows and yeah, we need to use. Didn't we have string before? Did we get? Oh, wow. You know what? That's just embarrassing. They are an amazing mob. Probably one of Notch's best inventions. If you don't know who Notch is, he created it. We need to get rid of these death points. He's the one who coded Minecraft from the start, and they as annoying as they are, they really are an amazing mob, because just when you turn your back and you think everything is safe, yeah, they just sneak right up on you. They creep, hence the name, right up on you. And I've been playing this game for years, and they still get me every single time. I get too comfortable, and you know what? At least it's exposing some nice ore down here. So we're going to get some of that copper and leave that there. And wow, okay, let's try this again. I'll try to be very cautious, very mindful of my surroundings. And let's while we're up here and we don't see any creepers, let's get rid of those death points. So I'm gonna hit period here, go to waypoints, and say remove, and dump, and say remove those. Those death points are great when you're down deep inside of a pit or a chasm, and it took you a year to get there, and it's going to take you 2 years to try and find your way back. So those death points are great. You can just dig right down and find your spot. So yeah, this tree is going to end up looking pretty ugly when we get rid of all the leaves. But you know what? We're getting more saplings, hopefully, and we're able to see that this tree is worth pretty much nothing, because there are no sticky resin points on it, and there are not going to be any sticky resin points on it. So we're just going to chop this one down and start from scratch on this one. If you don't find any sticky resin points, the only thing it's worth is the saplings, and sometimes when you hit this wood, you get sticky resin on the ground. And we can also extract, like I said, we can extract sticky resin out of these in an extractor, which is something we'll build when we get redstone. So hopefully we get a sapling from what's decaying there. In the meantime, I'm going to plant some trees here and get this going. Just randomly, I'm not building a tree farm now, I'm just getting these laid down. The only tree farm I'll build is either the mechanical harvesting tree farm, or, and I want to get that copper, or we'll build a rubber tree farm. Other than that, not too worried about it. And I will try to use the right tools so you guys don't complain about me using shovels on ore and vice versa. So let's grab that. Wow, okay. It's always nice, again, never dig right below yourself. And we're going to drop down in here. And I think this is where we can see from that other side. This was visible. Let's not get too deep in here, but let's definitely light this place up. I think we're at the end of this little tunnel. But, oh, yeah, there we go. And we have Mr. Zombie hanging out there. What are you doing there, little guy? He's just waiting for me to come say hi. So I am going to just pick away here for a second. Coal, coal, coal everywhere. I'm just going to grab enough to keep ourselves warm, make some more torches. And coal and wood are going to be a huge power source for us right now, until we get solar panels, water mills, wind mills, and what else can we get going? Oh, you know, we can use peat again for peat-fired engines. Just going to grab a little bit of this. You can never, in my opinion, ever have too much iron. So, we know that we can go straight up there. I'm going to keep that lava there just in case. I'm not going to bother that skeleton right now. And I'm going to kind of boost my way up here just to get back up. And we'll remember where this is at. Kind of keep that open there. Have we not? Nothing? We've got no saplings. 0. Okay, well, you know what that means. We're going to have to take another trip. That's okay. There are plenty over here. Let's take just a quick trip. Keep an eye on the stone sword. That is decaying rapidly. Alright. Eyes open, eyes peeled. We're super vulnerable right now. Get across here. And you know what? When it comes to whack... Wow. You see, this is what makes a swamp great. Look at how many of these rubber trees we have. And remember, you can tell because you got the middle finger up on top. So, let's look around and see. Is there any resin that we can extract here? I want to get that first. Oh, sapling. Perfect. Perfect. There is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that there. We did bring our tap. Let's tap this stuff. Okay. And plenty of saplings. And we have officially run out of room. So I'm going to take these bones and make them into bone meal so it can stack. Okay. And they can be all the way up at the very last chunk of wood. So don't want to fall in there. Just keep smacking away. Just to be safe. So anyway, let's get more than one sapling because oh, did I see cows? I did see cows. Alright, as soon as we grow some wheat, we will start doubling up on the cows and pigs so we make sure we don't run out. I want to make sure we have at least 2. Okay, 2. Let's roll. Oh, I did exactly what I didn't want to do. Oh, but we found iron. That's great. I love accidents like that. Okay, so let's grab this, and then we can work our way out. So if there's any lag, you guys see any lag in the video, I will work on, oops, and I have too much stuff in here. I gotta dump some of this stuff before it gets dark. There we go. Okay, if you see any lag, I'll work on that as the episodes go on. There's nothing worse than seeing lag. But let's get back home. We'll end this episode as we are, as the night falls and as we plant these rubber tree saplings to start our great forest to fuel the massive industry we're going to create. Oh, look at our wheat. Excellent, excellent. Providing us with food and being able to breed the animals. Okay. So, saplings down. First things first. And I really should start using my numbers. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the 5th one is where I put it. And I create a grid of these around the area. And bone meal, bone meal, bone meal. Number 2. Okay. Most of the time I don't use bone meal. I just want to use it now to kind of speed things up. That was funny. I thought I heard a door open. That would be a little creepy. Okay. So, tapping. Let's see if we've got some good trees here. Yep, yep. As long as it has 1 tap, I am happy. Chop these down. Watch our back. Watch our back. I'm nervous since those creepers started blowing up all over the place. Yep, at least there's 1. Boy, we have a nice chunk of tap, or sticky resin. And it's going to take coal right now to get that going. We also need to make ourselves a chest. Alright, let's move on in here and let's see. Let's just start. We have plenty of coal to work with, and that's going to take it's probably going to take 4. We're going to waste that last one because we're only going to burn 1 extra piece of resin with that last piece of coal. That's okay. Let's make ourselves, I think we have a decent amount of wood. Let's make ourselves a chest because we have way too much garbage in here. And we'll just dump this chest on this side. And you notice the chest is, they're kind of funky right now, but when I add another chest, it'll line up. Texture's no big deal. So we're going to put, add zombie meat. This is like, to me, this is like World of Warcraft. I save everything because it has a value. you know, everything in here has, watch the EMC values. Even the flowers have EMC values. I treat this like that Tale of Kingdoms mod. I use every bit of every piece of everything because when we have the condenser, we throw it in there, and the value, it just makes it worth it. You know, it doesn't hold up that much space. You can always make a chest for it and just dump it on in there. I see we have one more sapling. Let's head outside as it starts to get dark. Excellent, excellent. Okay, check out our surroundings. Make sure nobody's coming to get us, and let's grab our shovel and head out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can always line them up with the other ones. Crickets. Crickets. We can hear the crickets, and we know night is coming. Okay. So, we're just going to start digging out all of this just to give it some breathing room. Also add in some lights here in our nice little rubber forest. Good way to light it up. Alright, so what did we do today? We began our rubber tree forest, created ourselves a little sanctuary here, a place where we can map out our oil, where our oil rigs are going to go and how we're going to pipe things down. We're going to create a different type of crafting bench. It's called a project table, and that's going to be a great helpful tool when we start to plan things out. We also got a ton of rubber going. We're going to take this rubber, and in the next episode, we're going to take this copper ore, we're going to smelt it down into bars, and I'll show you how to make copper wires that are insulated. After that, we are going to take the big dive down into the deep mines to find ourselves some redstone, and that will be the beginning of, oh, we also, do we have tin? Did we get tin? We do have some tin, so that's a good start, but we're just going to need a ton, just a ton more. So there's our volcano in the background, and I hope you guys enjoyed this episode number 2. We are on our way. I feel like we've just founded the, and we're gonna have to come up with a name for this industry. Something that's kind of sleazy and slimy, corporate style, because we're not going to be very light. And don't say BP. That's you know, it's too soon for that joke. But I will see you guys next time, and thanks for watching. Bye.